What's up, everybody? We're live here again. Sal the Investor, we're back at it again. Looking at my charts, getting ready to start the day. Once again, you're just coming in, like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, like and subscribe here. Also, check out my Patreon. Nominal fee. You can see what's in my portfolio, what I'm trading, when I'm selling it, why I'm selling it, as well as you can upgrade to the investor meetup where you get to meet some of the people that I talk with over investments and everything like that. So we're here today and we're talking about, the recession's already here and people don't even know it. And I don't think people quite understand what's going to happen in these coming months. It's just very crucial because, one, crypto's going to go crazy. Stock market's going to probably drop another 10-15%. Retail's laying off. I have corporate contracts with my moving company with a lot of major corporations, and they are laying off people left and right. We gotten calls every day. We've been nonstop busy because big corporations like Walmart are laying off mid-level executives, and they're moving back home. We also have a lot of the transportation industry, abandoned trucks, abandoned trailers, no drivers, food sitting at docks. It's crazy. So starting to see the shelves are fake full because you reach behind there, they're not quite full on those things. It's just crazy right now, and I'm telling you right now, I judge the economy by how many trucks are on the road, and let me tell you something. There are way less trucks for this holiday season on the road than there was even a year ago or 2 years ago. Now, there is a lot of things. There was a shipping company with 450 trucks on the road that shut its doors abruptly. There was a couple other small logistics company, mid-level logistics. When we say mid-level, we mean somewhere between 250 million to 500 million, gone. Trucks abandoned. I saw 8 trailers at the local truck stop that have been abandoned and been sitting there since the summer. Goods and all in them. They're just abandoned. Drivers are walking away. Old drivers are aging out. We're in some serious trouble. We don't even have to worry about diesel shortage because there won't be anybody to drive the trucks with the diesel going. It's crazy what's about to happen. I'm telling you, and this holiday, even though don't be fooled by what they're reporting on this freaking on CNBC and everything about the Black Friday being the best Black Friday ever, because it was all bought on consumer debt, meaning people don't have money in their pocket. No money in their pocket means they don't even have the money to buy the necessity of goods and services that they need to survive. It's going to be a wrecking ball. When this ball collapses, it's not going to be pretty for everybody. And now that comes on to the housing market. Everybody, when I was owning my moving company, we're moving people from a moving company. Every single person has bought a house that was way outside their budget. The costs have increased. All those nice vaulted ceilings, this nice 3-bedroom, 5,000 square foot house. Guess what? Now it's going to cost them an arm and a leg, about $1,200 to $1,500 extra to keep the home heated, keep the home going, keep the home in their possession. Their interest rates are going up. A lot of people bought APR mortgages. Worst thing that you could ever buy. Don't ever get an APR mortgage. But now those people, they're going into foreclosure. They're getting ready to process. I'm seeing the payments on these securities. I'm seeing a lot of less current, and I'm seeing more 30-day, 60-day, 90 days. I'm telling you, it's about to happen. It's coming. And you people, nobody wants to listen to it. Nobody wants to listen to it. Why? Because it's the truth. And people avoid the truth like they avoid poverty. They don't like it. And the truth is that this is going to crash, and how we're going to prepare for it is how you're going to save your portfolio. Well, I'm telling you to invest in the companies that make it through the depression, like Walmart, like the major trucking companies, all the major shipping goods, like food still got to be delivered. Things got to still keep going. The power system, people still need power, whether they can afford it or not. Those things are still going to be making money. Now, we do have another crisis of what's going to happen with all the extra money that's been sloshing around. Well, the Fed is still going to have to raise rates. My prediction is that the Fed will raise rates at least another 4 times because they're trying to slow the economy down. Now, remember this. Every time the interest rates go up and then unemployment goes up, every 1% increase in employment 40,000 people die. That's the statistics. Every 1% of unemployment increase means 40,000 people die. And the Fed knows, in order to fix this situation, you literally have to have less people. Because too many people putting too much demand on the need for money, which then puts the demand on goods and services, which then puts selling pressure and buying pressure on the dollar, and that's what's causing rapid inflation. So in order to solve that, you raise rates. And when you raise rates, companies cut back. And when companies cut back, people lose their jobs. When people lose their jobs, they're no longer putting pressure on the dollar. And unfortunately, 40,000 of those people that lose their jobs won't make it. That's how they see it. They're literally calling the herd. And it's just crazy because this is what they're banking on to cut down inflation. That's what they truly mean when they're cutting down inflation. Now, if inflation stays stagnant, if it's dropping down to 5%, I still think the Federal Reserve will still probably bump up another 0.25. Banks, small banks, I should be fine because they probably lent very conservatively over the last 2 years. It's BlackRock, SoftBank, all these big banks, they are losing money hand over fist on these properties. Let me tell you, they bought this crap under low interest corporate lending adjusted with the APR. So we shot up. Just 2% shoot up can cause $1 trillion loss for these companies, and that's what's going to happen. So if you are looking to buy a home and you haven't bought your home yet, my suggestion was, first off, take all your money out of big banks. Put your money into a small local bank. Small local bank isn't going to have a run on the bank. They are going to be fine. They're most likely going to weather this okay. And with coming regulation, which I bet is going to happen, they're going to be fine. Big banks like Wells Fargo, like Bank of America, like Chase, JP Morgan Chase, all those big banks, they have over-leveraged all their depositors' holdings just like FTX did. They all do the same thing. The only difference between FTX and a bank is that a bank can go to the Federal Reserve and get more money. They get automatic liquidity. FTX can't do that. That's why they collapse. But however, even the governments can't keep giving that automatic liquidity, and what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing big banks fail. You're going to see them fail. It's going to be crazy. And the next thing is that even though what's going to kind of prop it up is tax season, but I'm telling you, by the time the full election comes, the presidential election comes, it's going to be a disaster because nobody's going to have any money. There's going to be a lot of people unemployed, just about as big as the Great Depression, if not worse. There's going to be a lot of unfortunate things are going to happen to the economy, to the world at this point. Because at this point, we came to the point where we're breaking the world. And also, you got to realize a lot of small countries are going back to a gold standard. A lot of small countries are going back to the gold standard. Now, there's places like Ghana, was it Ghana? A few others, Congo, a few other countries that are just completely done with and went straight with gold standard. They found whatever gold they had, that's their gold standard. They are going to be the ones probably to weather this. And hey, might be what happens, what breaks big empires and lets a new one come take its place. But Ghana switched over to gold to pay for commodities that his country needs. So in order to get oil, they buy oil, they buy food, they buy everything in gold. They are not buying it with U.S. dollar or cash or even their own currency. They are buying it with gold. Those small countries are switching over to the gold standard again. And they're not I have a feeling something's going to crash. Something very, very bad is going to crash. However, with everyone else who's just an average American and everything, you're really not going to lose anything. You might actually have a positive gain from this, because if you have such a reset like that, that means all the people that had everything no longer have it. So now you can reset to acquire it. It gives everyone a fair chance. And it's whoever's the fittest will survive. The last thing I'm saying is the credit card companies, the credit cards are going to be the first to be hit. I'm going to be the first big trickle of this. Because everybody spent consumer debt to have a good holiday, to have a good Thanksgiving, to have a good Christmas, to have a good New Year's. They spent money they didn't have. They're going to go there. The credit cards are going to be the canary in the coal mine, and they're going to go down first. They're going to go down first. This buy now, pay later, Affirm, and all that stuff, no interest. Those no interest payment schemes, they're going to go down first. And I still see it. I own a furniture store. People still spending. Like nothing has happened. You lost your job, they're still buying. They move, they just buy cheaper furniture. They get a different job, get cheaper furniture. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Hey, even if, you're looking out there, I'm looking at, because I'm a single guy out here. I'm looking at people. Massive debts. Massive debts. Massive. And I'm not talking like 100,000. I'm talking like 200, 250. I think the highest I seen was 400,000 mix. So it's crazy what's out here. With that said, guys, be ready. There's going to be blood starting the streets. It's going to start with crypto, start with commodities, start with stocks. The credit cards are going to crumble first, and then the big banks are going to go down with them. With that, stay tuned. I'll have another live later today, but be careful out there investing. Respect the process. Do your research. Invest in only what you understand. Just remember, I have a Series 7, not a Series 6, so I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a broker. So all I do is broker trades. That's it. With that said, stay safe out there. I'll be back on. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me here on TikTok. And subscribe and follow me on YouTube at Sal the Investor. I'll be back later today.